your void and I get myself some books. The first quarter of the year is over, and yeah, we all know what people who like to read books do. We also have the hobby of buying books. So this is a book haul. I will give you a rundown of everything I got my little grabby hands on in the first 3 months of the year. Enjoy. The first book I got myself is The Charm Offensive by Alison Cochrun. I got this because Gavin from Gavin Reads It All read it a while ago and he liked it, and the way he described the plot I also kind of liked, so I got it for myself. This is a romance, I believe, and one of the people involved, I think, is participating in like a dating reality TV show, and the other one is his behind the scenes handler who's like taking care of his needs, I guess, and they somehow fall in love. Riveting stuff. The next thing I got for 2 reasons. A, I realized last year, well, like at the end of last year and the start of this year, I realized I don't pick up sapphic books for some reason. Every book I picked up that was sapphic was kind of accidentally, like I didn't pick it up because it was sapphic, so that kind of went over my head, so I was like, I need to change that. And also I want to expand my St. Gibson collection because I love their writing, so I picked up an education in Malice, which is a dark academia sapphic romance, and that is all I know about this. I don't even know if there is a fantasy element to it. I don't know, it just speaks of a sinister game of politics, bloodthirsty professors, and dark magic. There you go. So yeah, education in Malice. I also the one of the characters is named Carmilla, so I'm given that A Dowry of Blood by St. Gibson is a Dracula retelling. Is this a Carmilla retelling? Is it? We have boys kissing boys, and now we have girls kissing girls. Because why not? Going forward, you will see a little bit of a pattern. My goal for this year is to continue series, and I figured out, shocker, it took me way too long to figure that out, that I don't continue series because I never get the second, third, fourth, whatever book in a series. I have a bunch of first books in a series, and then I read them, but then I never continue because I don't have the next book in a series. So I tried to change that a wee bit with my spending habits. First up, I picked up Blood of the Chosen by Django Wexler, which is the second book in the Silver Eye and Burning Blade trilogy, and the first one is Ashes of the Sun by Django Wexler, by the way. And I read this last year in summer for Aurelium, and now I have book 2, so what is my excuse for not continuing with the series, right? I also hate the fact this is a matte cover. This is a glossy cover. I hate that. I hate that so much, and I don't know why that is the case. It's just it's a personal offense to me. In Blood of the Chosen, we follow 2 siblings who are on opposite sides of a society, I would say. They were separated when they were young, and he now wants to bring down the government that stole his sister, while his sister has been indoctrinated in the entire ideology of the government, and she is trying to enforce it. While there is this weird fantasy alien race that is trying to come back and destroy the world. Then I have the third and final book in the, I don't know, does this series have a name? Belladonna series by Adalyn Grace with Wisteria. I do have book 1 and 2. I have only read book 1. So that one is 100% on me. In Wisteria, I don't know what's going on in Wisteria. I only know what's going on in Belladonna. In Belladonna, we follow a girl who can see ghosts because she has been, I don't know, has she been touched by death? I don't know. As a baby, death killed everyone around her, but death couldn't quite kill her. And ever since then, she can see ghosts, but everyone around her keeps dying until one day she decides, no, enough is enough. And she tries to figure out who poisoned her last surviving cousin in order to save her, so she at least has some family left. And in the process, she kind of falls in love with Death, who is an actual person in this one. I have read Belladonna. I have not read book 2, Foxglove. So therefore I have not yet read Wisteria book 3, but now I own all 3 in the beautiful dark cover editions. These are also available in like a light pinkish, and I thought the dark one is just a lot prettier. Yeah, but now I have all 3. So again, what is my excuse for not continuing with the series? And then, for no particular reason other than I picked up Her Majesty's Royal Coven by Juno Dawson, which is a direct fuck you to J.K. Rowling, where we follow a bunch of witches and the shenanigans of their covens as a prophecy about a solid child who will bring forth the end of days is apparently coming to fruition. I already read this one, and I loved it. This was my first 5-star in almost an entire year. Yes. And yes, it is obnoxiously pink. The camera is not even picking up how neon this is. It hurts to look at this in real life. Then we hit February, and if you watched my February wrap-up video, you will already know what I am going to hold up, because I did a little oopsie. I had a little hyperfixation on a certain show. I still do. It's a problem at this point. But yeah. I was obsessed with the show, and the show is based on the book, so I decided to get the book and read it. So I got myself A Knight of the Seven Kingdoms by George R.R. Martin. I read the first of the 3 novellas that are in here, because the first novella was then turned into the show, A Knight of the Seven Kingdoms. And yes, I am very happy and well aware that they are already filming season 2, and that they are aiming for a release in January next year, and I'm very happy about that. I got this, I read the first one, I do have novella 2 and 3 to go, and at this point I have decided to read the novellas before the show comes out, because they change enough for it to be enough distance between text and show to enjoy both. And yeah, I am absolutely in love with this. And when I ordered this, there was also an offer that gave me the rest of Game of Thrones by George R.R. Martin for very little monies. I called it a Game of Thrones. I have since learned that this is that's what heretics call it. This is called A Song of Ice and Fire. And we start with a Game of Thrones, that's the first book, and then we have A Clash of Kings, A Storm of Swords, A Feast for Crows, and Dance with Dragons. So at this point, the only thing I'm missing is the short story fairy tale in-universe novella about the Ice Dragon, and the lore books Fire and Blood about the Targaryens, and the world of the Song of Ice and Fire, where everyone else is explained. I now own Game of Thrones. I have no idea when I will get to it, but I own it now. I am terrified of it. Next up, we have another series continuation with The Grave Between Us by Tal Bauer, which is book 2 in a duology. The first book is The Murder Between Us. I read this earlier this year in February as well, and I fell in love with it, so I got myself book 2. This follows 2 FBI agents. One of them is a profiler, and the other one is just a random-ass agent. And the random-ass agent wants to figure out, is he gay, is he not? And the profiler basically is the one who's like, okay, let's figure out if you're gay, and then they fall in love, while they also have to solve a murder. And in this one, the profiler's past is coming back to haunt him, so I guess that will put some strain on the relationship, I guess. Because I loved Her Majesty's Royal Coven so much, I ordered myself book 2, The Shadow Cabinet. This is a little less offensive to the eyes. This is a very dulled down. For you in the camera, I think it looks more blue than it is. It's actually like a very gentle turquoise. And I have no idea what's going on in this book, but given that book 1 ended on a cliffhanger, I need that resolved, like, right now. What I would have ordered book 3 as well, Human Rights, but it's not out in this cover yet. It's only out in the black covers, which are also cool, but now that I have the obnoxious pink one, and I needed to get the turquoise one, so now I need to wait for the right cover to come out for Human Rights. You know my pain to find the right covers, right? Right? We continue with the continuations. I got myself the second book in the Hexaclan. I don't know how to pronounce that. Duology with a Desolation called Peace by Arkady Martine? And this is the second book in a space politics drama. I have not yet read book 1, so I can't really tell you anything about it, but space politics with aliens. And this one is another cover. Where's book 1? This one is another book that has the fitting cover, but for some reason they left out the shiny bits. You see that? Like, this title is foiled, this one is not. Why? Even on the back, one is foiled, the other isn't. Why? And another continuation, again from a duology. See a pattern here? Not only am I getting continuations, I'm also getting final books in series, so I can reach my damn goal. Court of Wonders by Chupeco, because I read and fell in love with Sylvan the Nightfall by Chupeco earlier this year. And again, do you see that? This one is even printed to look like it's metallic when it's not. The fuck is wrong with people? The second book is more expensive than the first book, even though it's not even close in thickness. And then I don't even get it shiny. I feel robbed. What is this about? This is about Remy, Shaudan, and I forgot his name, but two of these people are vampires, and the third one is a vampire hunter. Possibly half vampire. Vampires! And in book 1, they figured out that there are some people doing weird stuff with vampires and turning them into, like, mutant zombie monstrosities. While also all three of them fell in love, and now they are an established throuple, but now they have to go to a vampire court where humans are not treated as humans, they are treated as pets, livestock, and food. And we have a vampire hunter, so something tells me there are going to be some feathers that are going to be ruffled. And the last book that I picked up in the first 3 months of the year is technically a friend recommendation. I think I could call it a friend recommendation. It wasn't specifically recommended to me, but my friend Kirsty from K-Beth Bookish hyped this book up to the max, and I have not seen a single negative thing about this, so I decided I'm going to pick it up myself. I am talking about Out on a Limb by Hannah Bonham Young. And this is a romance between, I guess, these two. She has a limb difference. He, as you can see, is an amputee, and I think she gets pregnant after a one-night stand, and they are trying to figure it out together. I think, given that this is shelved as a romance, I would lean out of the window and say that this is, that they are falling in love. I guess. And there you have it. A very big stack. A very heavy stack. Oh, shit, I need to put that down. What the fuck? Of books that I hold in the first 3 months of 2026. If you made it this far into the video, let me know if you have read any of these, if you enjoyed them, if you didn't enjoy them. And if you don't want to talk to me, leave a book stack emoji in the comments down below, because my brain went out of the window just now, so I can't think of anything else. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And yeah, I guess I will see you in the next video. Bye! Did it in the other direction.